Hello Plant Tribe and welcome to another Plants, Pots and Whatnots video. My name is Nikki if you're new around these parts. So if you watched my most recent insane, crazy and exciting video, it was an unboxing of my #1 wish list plant and this absolutely stunning Syngonium chiapense. And so I thought I would just kind of, split this up. There is a plant tag video going around that Pam from Pam's Pretty Plants created called the Spring YouTuber tag. And so I thought I would go ahead and pot these up while doing the plant tag. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. Yeah, so stick around and let's do that. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I clearly cannot pot and read at the same time. So I've enlisted the illustrious Jordan to help me out. So he is sitting behind you guys off camera and he's going to read the questions to me and I will answer them to the best of my ability whilst potting these gorgeous, amazing, and lovely plants. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Lovely assistant, question number 1, please.
Question the first. Have you started spring cleaning / repotting yet?
Have I started spring cleaning and repotting yet? I didn't really hold off on repotting. I repotted when necessary. I do actually have a few plants that I do need to repot, my ginormous gloriosum being one of them. It is, if you don't know, gloriosums kind of grow across the top of the soil. And so it has grown right to the edge of the pot that it's potted in. So I kind of have to, reposition him and get him into a better situation. So as far as spring cleaning, I never really stop cleaning. If I'm not like doing something with my plants, I'm cleaning. So, but I definitely want to start and do like a really deep clean, and that I have not started yet because, as you know, I'm in Canada, it's cold, and I want to be able to like take, open all the windows, and oh god, this makes me so nervous. Come on, baby. Nice roots. It was an awful whistle.
Yeah.
Thanks, dear.
Wasn't really any better.
Okay. Really, really nice roots. I am going to use some of the soil that the guys have here, so. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much question number 1. Darling.
All right. Number 2.
Question number 2.
Do you stop fertilizing over winter? And if so, have you started fertilizing again yet? I fertilize the plants that are still growing, and for me, over this winter, that's pretty much all of them. My plants mostly have not stopped growing in the slightest. They didn't know it was winter. They didn't get the memo, I guess, and so they just kind of kept on growing. There was a few of them that stopped. The one that really shocked me, actually, that didn't grow past about, I think the last leaf I got was in November maybe, was my Thai Constellation, and that was like a massive grower through. I just totally spit. Thanks, braces. Yeah, that was a massive grower throughout the spring and summer last year. So I was really shocked that it didn't really grow much over the winter, but I'm hoping that that's going to change here shortly. I need a bigger workspace. What was the question? Did I answer? I was like, do you stop fertilizing over winter?
Oh.
Have you started yet?
Right. Yeah, so I've just continued to fertilize. And the plants, now that I wasn't fertilizing over the winter, I have
continued to fertilize now. So my Thai constellation is now getting regular fertilizer, and the fertilizer that I use, in case you didn't know and haven't been around, I know I've said it like a zillion times because I'm obsessed with this company, but it's called Marfil, and they are a family-owned company out of British Columbia, Canada, and this stuff has been like crack for my plants, and I honestly really attribute all of my plant growth and how healthy my plants are to this stuff. Here's a picture of what it looks like. I know a lot of you have gotten it on my recommendation. If you have, if you're one of those people, throw down in the comments, let me know how you're finding it so far. Or maybe you're just waiting until spring hits to do that, but I would really like to hear how you guys are finding that fertilizer, because I'm obsessed, I got to tell you. Okay, next question.
Okay, what, if any, plants did you lose this winter?
What, if any, plants did I lose this winter? Did I lose any plants?
I don't think you did.
I don't think I lost any plants. I'd have to like really think. I know that I didn't lose any due to like it being winter. I know that I did lose a few at the beginning of the season, being winter, due to this god-awful thrip infestation that I had going on. But that is under control now, and look at her. And yeah, so no, I have not. Like, I feel reluctant to say that because there must be like one.
If there was any, it would be maybe one, but I can't.
Yeah,
think
I can't think of anything.
I can't think of which one it was.
Okay, so there is plant number one, my number one wish list plant, my gorgeous, did I just say gorgeous? My most gorgeousest.
Words are not your friend today.
Not at all. Variegated billieti. I am so happy to finally have this plant in my collection. So like, now I have to figure out where to put this thing, because I love all of my plants and I don't want to be like, move out of the way, she's coming in, you know, but something's moving out of the way because she's coming in.
You might have to be just scooch over
it. Can you just move down the bench just a hair, please? Okay, so let me move her out of the way really freaking carefully. There we go. And we will move on. Okay. Assistance.
Okay, number 4. Did you order plants in the mail over winter? If so, how'd they do?
I didn't, because I'll tell you why. Because most companies in Canada don't ship during the winter because it's scary, and for the price that we pay for some of these plants and these more rare varieties, it's just not worth the risk. So any of the plants that I've gotten over the winter are all ones that I have physically walked into a building and purchased myself with my own 2 hands.
True that.
True that. Next question.
All right, number 5. What are the next plant or plant-related purchases on your wish list, and will you get them this spring?
So I actually want to do an updated wish list video. There definitely are a handful of plants that are definitely at the top of my list currently, and so yeah, like I won't ruin it by telling you all of what those are, because that would just ruin the wish list video, and nobody likes a Debbie Downer or a party pooper or a, what do you call it when like, oh, spoiler. So I'm going to use this pot. I think this is going to be okay. Okay. Did I answer that question? I don't even remember. I get so, I go off on a tangent and I have no idea what I was talking about.
It was, what are your next plant or plant-related purchases on your wish list, and will you get them this spring?
Right. Yeah, so watch for that wish list video. I'll probably be filming that in the next couple weeks here. Holy crap. Oh. One of the things I will be purchasing, and actually I was just talking about this, is a potting mat of some kind. Whether that be like a shoe mat from like Walmart or something. Or if I can find an actual potting mat for a decent price. Okay, I'm not taking a whole lot of that dirt off the roots. These guys use amazing soil. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta switch sides here. Okay, next question.
All right. Did you have any life-saving tricks or tools that helped your plants survive winter?
Yeah, totally. 150%. There's a few things that I really contribute to the success of my plants over the winter. One of them being my grow lights, 150%. The wall on this side of me is actually a west-facing wall, which means that I don't get all that beautiful southwest west light, which is really unfortunate. However, you know, I live in a suburban area, and the houses, you know, I could probably, like, if I was a spitter, I could spit and hit the next house, you know what I'm saying? But we're very close. I think we're about, what, 6 feet apart, maybe, the houses?
Something like that, yeah.
They're quite close together, so you can't even, you don't care about seeing me anyway, whatever. So yeah, I'm missing a lot of that light on that side of the house. So unfortunately, I have had to put the money into getting some grow lights. I think, sorry, hold on. I think I'm at a point right now where I have found grow lights that work really well for me. I'll probably be doing an update on the grow lights that I do use. I know some of you only use grow lights in the winter if you're blessed with actual light that comes all the way into your house. Like I said, I do not, so I've had to supplement. So I will do an updated video over the next couple months or so, probably, just telling you which grow lights that I do use, which ones I've found worked really well, etc. Should you need to go that route. I know for people in apartments and stuff like that, it is difficult to get the light that you require, or that your plants require. The second thing is absolutely these little babies right here. I have 2 Levoit humidifiers, and they have been an absolute lifesaver. This house gets so dry. In the winter, we have gas heat, which is not quite as bad as electric heat as far as dryness is concerned, but any kind of heat just dries out the air in your skin and definitely your plants. So anyway, so there was those. Hi. So my lights, my humidifier, definitely my soil enhancer from Marfil, I definitely think has helped my plants immensely. I think, you know, somewhere in there you have to account for just general skill and talent and a green thumb. Just kidding. I don't know. It's mostly the lights and my humidifiers. Next question.
All right. Do you put your houseplants outside for the summer? Will you this year?
I have not. Only when they get thrips really bad and then I throw them out in the back porch and I'm like, no, I've tried too long to save you. And I will actually try to save a plant before I just huck it on my back porch.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a couple that I might put outside this year. Obviously, it's not going to be any of my more rare varieties. Like, I'm not sticking my variegated billieti on my back deck because that's insane. But I was kind of thinking about, I have a palm in here that is actually struggling with mealy bugs, and it's driving me crazy. And I've been just waiting. I've sprayed it, and I want to put it outside, but it's definitely not warm enough yet. So that one will be going outside. I'm gonna dose the crap out of it. That one I think will do well outside. I might try to put my bird of paradise outside. I don't know. I don't know yet. That freaks me out. The whole outside plant thing freaks me out because then you have to bring them in eventually. And I have been so traumatized by pests that is just a horrifying thought at this point. Okay, next question. And this guy's pretty much done. How many more questions we got?
3.
3 more. Okay.
Did you have any pest issues over winter, and if so, did you conquer them?
Well, as I said, I think not necessarily over winter. I did have 2 plants that had like a mild spider mite infestation. I can't even really say infestation. It had a few spider mites and a couple webs, but we took care of that and it wasn't a big deal. Here and there I found like a thrip on a plant or 2. And like I said in one of my more recent previous videos, is when you have house plants, especially when you have a collection as substantial as mine, I think at this point I have like, I don't know, 250, 260. It's insane. I don't want to count, but it's somewhere around there. You're never gonna not have pests. And now you're like, I don't have pests, Nikki. You just haven't looked close enough. They're either in your soil, they're on your plant somewhere. It's gonna happen. So it's not a matter of eradicating everything. You're just not going to. It's more of a control sort of issue at that point. And you just have to keep them at bay. Do the best you can by cleaning your leaves, keep on top of it, and you know, make a habitat for your plants that, you know, don't attract pests. So anyway, to answer the question, no, not really. I haven't had any crazy pest infestations.
All right.
Second last question.
Show one plant that thrived all winter.
Oh.
I'd say the fry deck behind you was doing well.
I have a few. I'll insert some footage here, but definitely this fry deck behind me, it actually has a leaf that's on its way out, but that's probably because it's popped out like 2 new leaves in the last 2 weeks. I know a lot of people message me again. That's one of the plants, and I'll insert footage here. Right, so I'll just kind of I'll move this way. I'll put it over here. So a lot of people message me about all of my alocasias and say, how do you keep them with more than 3 leaves? I know there's this like 3-leaf curse that people, you know, go on about. I don't really know. I don't know how to answer that question. I've never had that problem. So all I can tell you is the conditions that I keep my plants in, and assume that that's perhaps why I haven't had those problems. The humidity, the light, the fertilizer that I use. I really don't know. But at this point, this plant has, I believe, 7 leaves, and there's another one just coming up the side and about to poke out already. So it's crazy. So when I lose like 1 leaf every 6 months, every 3 months even, I mean, I'm not gonna cry about it. And I mean, it's a good size leaf too, right? Anyways, so that is definitely one plant that has thrived throughout the winter. Another one is this guy. This is my Philodendron Glorious. This thing has just kept shooting leaves right, left, and center. They're big, beautiful leaves. This list could probably be rather substantial, but I'll probably just end it there because I do have a lot of plants that did really, really well and just kept growing all winter. Yeah. Last question.
All right. Show one plant you're most excited to see spring growth on. I think this is going to be an easy one.
I can't wait.
Avi.
It actually has a new little leaf right here coming in, and there's a teeny tiny little guy right here that's ready to come out after that. So yeah, I'm definitely excited. I mean, that's the cool part about variegated plants, and I think that's a little bit more of the excitement and why people like them so much, is that every new leaf that comes out on a variegated plant, it's a crapshoot as to what you get. And no pattern is the same. No variegation on any leaf on a variegated plant is the same. And I think that's why I'm as excited as I am to see what's next for this guy. I'm definitely excited to see my Thai Constellation and my Albo come out with some new leaves as well. My Albo has gotten 2 leaves over the winter, but again, my Thai has not. So that's weird to me. I don't know, but right now, I'm waiting for this guy. This guy's my the one I'm gonna keep my eye on for a zillion different reasons, but yeah, so that's that. So that was the spring PlantTuber tag by Pam, this lovely lady right here. And yeah, thanks so much, Pam, for creating this tag. It was a lot of fun. We've got the door cracked open just a hair, and I can hear the birds chirping for like the first time in months and months. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like the best sound ever. We heard the morning doves this morning, and it was just like so cool and so relaxing. We heard blue jays arguing yesterday, and that was really cool. So anyway, I am really excited for spring. This is my first full spring as a PlantTuber. I'm actually almost at my 1-year anniversary, which blows my mind. So I'm gonna have to sit down and give some thought. I think it'll probably hit around the same time as my 3,000 subscribers, which blows my mind. My mind is blown. I'm just like so grateful and so, what is the word I'm looking for? Grateful and
Humbled.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Humbled that you guys just, you know, keep coming back and watching my stupid ass talk about plants. But believe me, I do appreciate it so much more than I can ever put into words, because we all know Nikki has trouble with regular words like the and it. So anyways, I will stop rambling, but thank you so much. If you haven't watched the unboxing of these 2 ridiculously amazing plants, I will link it right up here in the cards. I don't know what side it is on. It's somewhere up here.
It'll pop up there.
I know, I'm never sure. Yeah, and I do have some more content coming up. I will be off for a couple of days until I actually haven't coughed this whole video, which is really, really cool. But we want to make sure that all of my symptoms are gone before I go back to work. But I am also, regardless of whether or not I'm back to work tomorrow or Thursday or whatever, I'm going to try to get a few additional videos out just to give you guys that are stuck at home. Unfortunately, we are considered an essential service, so I will be going back to work and working throughout this whole thing until they lock the province down tight. So yeah, I'd like to get some additional content out there for you guys, just, you know, something to make you smile. And this weekend I'm hoping to rope Jordan into getting that challenge video done for you guys, because I think you'll find that hilarious. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. And if you haven't done so already, please do. It is a huge help and I really appreciate it. I love you guys all to bitty bits. Have a great day, night, week, month, and year. Mwah!